All right, so get your night vision on. It's nighttime, folks. It's like 8:10, 8:15. It's day number 2 of my sales training for my new sales management position. Day 1, I was pretty much going over a lot of information in the portal that I've been going over, and then just discussing certain questions that I had about the videos in the portal with my new boss, and that was super cool. That was yesterday for 5 hours, and then today it's a whole nother level, folks. Let me tell you, this is a whole nother level tonight. From 3 to 8, I was working on a little bit of the portal stuff. I mean, there's some technology things. I'm not the best at technology, but when you need to like ring people up for payments, you got to know how to use the technology. When you want to set appointments, when you want to send reminders, you got to know how to use the technology. So I got to up my game, let's be honest. I suck at technology. I'm decent, but I would really say, let's go further than that and say I suck at it. But I can get my way around on the damn computer, just not great. So yeah, I got to go over that stuff some more on my own at home. That way I can make sure it's no big deal. And then outside of that, what else did I do? Oh yeah, lots of script memorization work. Still working on getting that unconscious level of memorization popping. So probably did 3.5 hours on that, which I break down into like 20-minute chunks, sentence by sentence, question by question, paragraph by paragraph. And let me say, doing that for this many hours has made me a little crazy. It is not easy, folks, trying to memorize like 8 pages of a script, like minimum 6 pages. I think it's probably more like 8 pages of a script that I'll be running through in my sales presentation. And let me just say this really quick. I kind of broke it down into like script sections, and there's actually 17 I was able to find. There might be more, I don't know, but let's try to keep the camera on my face too. And like I said, hopefully you can see me. I did turn all the lights on. I'm in my pickup truck. That's where I did most of my studying today, because the clubhouse that we were in, you know, there's people around. I didn't want to annoy them just reading a script over and over and over out loud while they're trying to get work done. So back to the 17, let's call them aspects that I'll be taking someone through in the sales script. So 1 is the pre-frame, 2, identify the problem, 3, recap the goal, 4, reinforce urgency, 5 is understand importance level, the pain funnel, reasons why they want to hit their goals. And then to dig deep, which is number 6, and dig 5 layers deep at least. Number 7 is gap awareness. 8 is ideal outcome. 9 is set expectations. 10, ask permission to share. Share what? Share about the program, the offer. Number 11 is diagnostic. So we're basically coming up with how much weight the person wants to lose, what the body fat percentage is that they're trying to obtain, and how long it's going to take them to get there based on a certain number of weeks. And we use that in order to paint a vivid picture and make it custom to them as far as nutrition, fitness, and accountability. And number 12 is the takeaway. 13, reaffirm them. 14, ask open-ended questions and then bring them to the close, which is step 15. And then if they're not ready to sign up, we have 2 step-down offers, which is number 16. And step number 17 is to overcome any objections if they're making excuses or they're trying to come up with ways of stalling. Because the reality is they wouldn't have opted in. They wouldn't be in a state where they feel like they want to change, and they wouldn't have hit us up asking us for help if they didn't believe that we weren't the people that can help get them there. So there's a lot that goes on before they even meet with us on the phone or in person. And so understanding that, because really or understanding that really helps this process for me, because I like to look at sales like it's onboarding. And if I miss the opportunity to onboard somebody, I miss the opportunity to help them change and transform their life. And how we're doing it is through weight loss, or if someone wants to put on some mass, bulk up, or maybe somebody just wants to get their health back because they neglected it or lost it or didn't even know, because they weren't taught from a young age how to be healthy, and now's the time. So it's all about onboarding. That's what I love doing. I love sharing from a place of honesty. I love sharing from a place of connection and understanding, and relatability is everything. Like, I relate. Like, I've been pretty healthy my whole life outside of my wild 10 years that I went through from 13 to 23. But even though I was crazy and wild and partied my ass off for those 10 years, I still was psychotic about working out. I was obsessed with wanting to always be as healthy as possible, but partying definitely got in the way of that. But I had the knowledge, I had the understanding, I had a lot of the science from then. Obviously a lot of it has been updated, but I was applying the best of the best from what I was learning from, asking people questions, reading books and magazines when I was younger. And it worked. I've been able to keep my weight off for years. I've never been obese. I've never been above probably 17% body fat. I've maybe had 5 pounds of extra body fat that was unnecessary on my body, but that's not because I'm special. I've worked to obtain that. I've put in the work. I've studied my ass off. I learned so much over the past 15 years coaching people, on top of just flying around from state to state, learning from different coaches and doctors. So I understand that, but I've also gone through the pain as far as hitting different bottoms, and that's the relatability that I'm talking about. Even if it's they're struggling with their health or their weight, I can still relate on the level of the pain and the suffering and the internal dialogue, the negative thoughts, the disbelief, the criticism, self-criticism, the judgment, the being confused and not knowing who to trust, and trying so many things out and it never seemed to pan out, and being burned in the past by people you paid money to that said they could help you with X, Y, or Z. So I understand on that level. If we were to take away the material changes, what's underneath these material problems, it's always the same thing. If you're a human and I'm a human, that's where the relatability is at, because we all got to go through the same stuff. Even though the outcome that we're looking for might be different, we're still going to have to start with the change, and that change takes place first in the mind and in the emotions, and then it's carried out to the body. And sometimes we can start putting in physical actions to help change the mind and how we feel about ourselves. So that's where I try to take anything that I do, and I'm just looking for different ways as far as strategies and sales is concerned to be able to tap into that better. I like to have a map, but I still get to bring me to the table, who I am and how much I care and how passionate I am for helping people transform. So it's just always been great to have frameworks and templates and strategies as far as all the things that I've done based around health. Now I'm just trying to do it in another way and take it to another level as far as understanding, also having a greater impact in my lifetime. So we're at almost 10 minutes. I didn't want to make a long video, but this is day number 2 of my sales training, and what's cool is everything is structured and mapped out. So again, big kudos to my boss. I love how much work that he has put into creating structure and outlining exactly what everybody needs to be doing that's in the sales role, all the way from management, from top down. And he's definitely leading by example, and just based off the past 2 days of being able to be in person with him, I really like his vibe, and I really appreciate what he's done to get to where he's at. It's definitely admirable, as far as business is concerned. Like, that's what I'm shooting for, is to help people like he is in regards to not just who's in front of him as far as clients, but also helping people who are on his team. That's a big passion of mine. I love working in a team setting and helping people on the team achieve the goals that they have in mind and be successful as well. So it's kind of the whole kit and caboodle is what I'm going after now, because I focused so long on just the personal training part, and I really neglected the business side. And I did have a deep passion inside to improve my ability to work with different coaches, and I was able to help them be great coaches, but you know, I fell short on helping them become better businessmen and businesswomen for themselves, to be able to produce financially what they need to have their needs met and be able to have a life that is more financially free. So that's why I'm trying to clear up this aspect of the health and wealth markets. So with that being said, I have nothing else to say. I got to get on the road. It took me an hour and a half, almost an hour and 40 minutes to get here today. Traffic was bananas on the 405. Something's beeping and going off. That's probably something signaling that I need to get the hell out of here. But yeah, I got to get on the road because commuting is whack. It is what it is, though. I got to do it anyway, irregardless. But hopefully it's not going to be like an hour and a half or an hour 40 minutes on the way home tonight. So can't wait to see you in the next video. Even though I never see you, I say that anyway. But you can see me, and on top of that, we can keep this discussion going. So if you have any questions or any comments or any feedback, don't hesitate to leave that stuff below, because these videos one day will be posted on YouTube. Absolutely. I'll also be breaking these videos up into snippets. Yeah, snippets, tidbits, snippets on Instagram and other platforms. Might even make an audio version of this type of dialogue, conversation, and documentation and creation for more of a podcast type vibe, where people can listen to different things that I'm trying to express and trying to share value. And it might be in the audio version one day. Who knows, folks? But I'm definitely wanting to interview people to start just digging in and help people get more insight to some of the people I look up to and follow and admire. So yeah, stay tuned on that level. But yeah, also don't hesitate to throw some stuff down in that comment section, whatever it might be. I'd love to hear from you. So yeah, I gotta go. Gotta get to bed and do it all over again tomorrow. Day 3 training is tomorrow. Peace.